Hey guys, how's it going? So, in light of Val's competition prep, I want to share some ideas on how we're going to develop her cardio for Jiu-Jitsu. Now, I'm by no means an expert in the field, but ultimately the topic came about when she told me that she disliked exercises on the cardio machine. And to be fair, I'm on the same boat of that as well. And of course, like on days where we both have time to train and we can meet up and drill, I think we'd rather spend time obviously like drilling and doing technique versus working on cardio. That said, I'm not against the traditional forms of cardio development, but I am interested in looking at ways of making cardio development more engaging, specifically for our sport. Hopefully, this is a topic that would interest you and that maybe you guys could look into it and see if you can implement it into your training routine as well. So, I'm a huge fan and proponent of flow rolling or flow wrestling. Now, the premise of this type of training is that it's a lower intensity roll that allows both practitioners to cycle through movements and techniques. Good flow rolling is very collaborative in that you want to see your partner succeed in working their techniques and movements, as well as your partner wanting to see you succeed in yours. So Brian Glick did a video discussing flow rolling and how they use it in training, and I'll put that in the description, but to me that video encompasses what a perfect flow roll should look and feel like. So at my gym, we used to do a lot of flow rolling as warm-up, but once more beginners started to join our gym, it became increasingly difficult. Flow rolling requires a basic knowledge of pin escapes and just a general positional knowledge. And it's difficult to train flow rolling with beginners because without any knowledge, a flow roll can quickly escalate into a high intensity roll. But now with a smaller group and more knowledgeable training partners and people that you trust, I think we can benefit a lot from doing these flow rolls. So the goal with these rounds are to, one, help us increase cardio in the context of jiu-jitsu, and obviously make cardio engaging and fun to us. Secondly, it's to challenge our technicality and our knowledge base on what we drill in the class and also like what we see in instructionals as well. So, all right, so the flow rolls go something like this. It's 10 to 15 minute rounds at 50% intensity. We don't stop for anything. The rounds start standing up, and every time a stand-up occurs, we'll alternate between takedowns. So person A will initiate takedown one, and then let's say we go through a scramble, go through positions, and then the other person chooses to stand up, then the other person would go in for a takedown. From there, both parties can expect to practice takedowns and scrimmage defense. There's no submissions allowed, and submission holds are allowed, and we'll allow each other to work in and out of these submissions. Positionally, anything goes. If the position gets too technical, we'll maintain the dialogue to let each other know to let loose. In this session and in sessions going forward, I made a bit of a personal adjustment. So I'm actually going to allow Val to complete her submissions onto me. And so I can put on a submission hold, but she'll have to work on getting out, whereas she can work into submissions and then actually work towards the finish. Another side note on time. So her Grappling Industries match will be 5 minutes long. Getting ourselves acclimated to 10 to 15 minutes first is kind of the idea, and then we'll build into 5-minute high intensity rounds. That's kind of like the ultimate goal. From there, I could then speed up the positions and hold. But to be honest, I'm still trying to think about how to make a 5-minute flow roll round intense while still being able to kind of build in those aspects of learning. But if you guys have any ideas, let me know. So that's pretty much all that I have to say. All in all, obviously the goal is to build a strong jiu-jitsu cardio base while being able to mimic competition. And I believe this method of flow rolling helps us engage in learning while still being intensive enough to build cardio. I mean, try it out. Even if you guys did a round with your partner and having the goal try to be to move through every position in the sport and not think about submissions, I'm sure there's a lot to be learned from that. All right, so I'm gonna let the rolling footage play out here. Let me know what you guys think. One final note, if you guys are in need of jiu-jitsu gear, I'm now partnered with X Martial. They recently released a really dope Naruto line, so use code BJJDrillers to get 15% off. I'm gonna head out now and watch Twilight with my girl. Make sure to like and subscribe, and just remember, if you have time to kill, you have time to drill. Peace.
Go on.